The first artist I'd like to play for you tonight is one of my favourite artists of all time. In fact, this incredible lady really inspired me to want to work in music. This is Madonna with one of my favourites, Secret. Secret with me. Tell me love isn't true, it's just something that we do. Tell me everything or nothing, but please don't tell me to stop. Don't you ever... There you go.
It's amazing. I mean, we was like performing in front of like Madonna, people that we've all respected and looked up to for so many years, so it's fantastic. Really excited.
Are you looking forward to seeing anyone in particular perform?
Madonna!
Madonna, yeah, definitely.
Now, everybody knows you do not mess with a Madonna song.
With Madonna.
I think you have to.
Yeah, I've been to her concerts, and you know, she is the queen of pop.
She is.
Madonna's Like a Virgin when she humped the floor was my favorite VMA performance ever. Total cliche, yeah. It's that visual snapshot. What else do you remember? If you had to think back to growing up watching VMAs. For me, that's what it was.
That you were Madonna's first choice at the VMAs with the big smooch.
Originally, yes.
Why did you turn her down?
I was in Costa Rica. I couldn't be there for rehearsals.
If the schedules had worked, would you have kissed Madonna on the stage?
I would kiss Madonna right now, right here.
Madonna, I mean, she paved the way for many of us other young women to come along and to be fearless in, you know, our individuality and, you know, putting forth great body of work. She definitely has been a chameleon in her time, and I definitely respect her individuality. I love Madonna's artistry and her just amazing creativity.
But I'm cool with what I'm doing, and, you know, just looking at one of my favorites, Madonna had to go through it all her life, so I'm like, okay, she did it, I'm gonna do it too. So.
You and Madonna, she's your new best friend. Are you hanging?
Yeah, she's an amazing woman, and I'm so happy to share the stage with her tonight. It's gonna be an incredible show.
Is she a good kisser?
She's very soft lips.
You know, a classic, amazing Madonna song, Like a Prayer, is going to be genius.
Like a Prayer has always been one of my all-time favorite songs.
I really like a Prayer a lot. One of my favorite Madonna moments was the Vogue performance. We go white faces painted and red lips. It's so theatrical, and I loved theatrics, and that performance was just hot.
J'ai eu le plaisir de travailler avec elle. C'est une des...
I remember when I had, like, you know, the little Madonna skirts, and, you know, I put the gloves on. I still do that now. I'm retarded. I still have the little gloves that you put on, and I cut them off. Yeah, everybody wants to be Madonna. She doesn't care what other people think. I think that's very empowering for, you know, teenagers and just women in general, you know, to not try to please anybody else except yourself, and that's exactly what she does, and I really respect that. Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone.
And a very cool lady is going to be on the record.
Honestly, that was one of the most surreal moments of my life. I'll never forget that.
You guys had a great moment, and such a great moment that Madonna wanted to break you off a little something something. She gave you a little gift, and I think that's on your neck right now, right?
It's on my neck right now. I was really shocked when she gave that to me. It was very kind of
Was
cool.
that after the kiss or before the kiss?
And before you go, do you want to choose a video?
Choose a video.
Off the playlist.
Madonna's Ray of Light.
Madonna's Ray of Light?
Wait, is there anyone that you'd really get starstruck by, or have you got any idols that you'd still love to miss? Or meet, rather?
You know, I've never met Madonna. I would love to meet her. I think I would be so intimidated. I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be like, oh.
I think we'd all like to meet Madonna, wouldn't we?
And,
like other freaking artists, like, you know, Gwen Stefani and Madonna. When you see them perform, it's like, you know, it makes you want to be a better performer too. It's like inspiring, and so I think that's what motivates me.
What does it feel like to be kissed by Madonna?
You know what? This is seriously something I've dreamt about since I was a little girl. I cannot believe this just like freaking happened. I'm like on a very major high right now. I feel very cool.
Totally look up to her. A diva is a girl who knows exactly what she wants. Madonna.
Madonna.
Hello. So many. I mean, I still, you know, to this day, Madonna, I'm a huge fan of her.
I have a lot of respect for Madonna. She works hard at what she does. And I think that anybody that works as hard as Madonna does, or works as hard as I do, deserves everything that they get.
Madonna is great, you know, because that girl sits down and she comes up with stuff that, you know, you have to look at it and you go, you know?
I always have the same answer, that she was a massive inspiration, or
Yes.
still is. And my favorite Madonna song, God, so many, but I am particularly fond of Borderline.
Yes.
Because I had a school disco moment to Borderline.
Wow.
So, to me, I'm a girl from the suburbs in Melbourne, and I grew up
She's a girl from
Madonna,
Detroit.
So, yeah.
I saw her film last night. It was great. What is your relationship with her? When you run into her, is it friendly?
I've only met her twice.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But we have a few friends in common, so I kind of feel like I know her. Well, we all feel like we know her a little bit because she's an icon.
Somebody else, your inspiration.
The main person who's still doing it is Madonna. And she was my idol at 15. I was prancing around with my lace gloves on, you know, waiting for Justify My Love video later on. I mean, that was back in the day. You didn't catch it on YouTube. You had to wait up and watch it on TV.
Please answer only in love or hate.
Okay.
Oasis.
Love.
Number 13, Madonna.
Love.
Number 14, Mariah Carey.
Hate.
Borderline. Feels like I'm going to lose my mind. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline.
Gene, Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, Dance Not Air, they had style, they had grace, Rita Hayworth, they...
You know, it's Madonna, and, you know, this woman who essentially every girl has her poster in their room their whole life, and you know, you fall asleep looking at a poster of Madonna, and you wake up looking at a poster of Madonna, and then all of a sudden Madonna knows your first and last name, and you're like, holy crap, you know, you don't expect it. And she definitely, you know, gave me a nice compliment in the beginning of my career, and maybe she doesn't even remember who I am now, but it was very nice. And
la artista con más éxito en la historia del pop hasta ahora, la reina del pop, la chica material, como la quieran llamar, cuando todos piensan que ella ya está en sus últimas, se reinventa, se adapta, vuelve a aparecer y vuelve a triunfar. Y hace poco lo demostró con Beautiful Stranger, que es su más reciente single. Y bueno, aquí está esta mujer controversial, imparable, impredecible. Ella es su majestad Madonna y es la artista más sobresaliente de esta década. Aquí está ella con Ray of Light en el puesto número 1.
Madonna is one of my favorite artists of all time, and you know, she's one of the most influential artists ever. And you know,
Madonna's a really good songwriter, and every person that I've talked to who's worked with her, and people don't realise that because she's such a great performer, but her songs are quite amazing, and this song Ray of Light has it's quite fun to sing as a singer, so I've been singing it on my show.
Madonna.
Ah, Queen.
And when I blinked or I opened my eyes, we were locked in the studio doing sounds, like you know, like how she calls it, crying a little. To work with her was fascinating. I learned a lot from her. She is brilliant.
I need to thank my teachers. I need to thank the legends of pop. I need to thank Elvis, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Madonna. Thank you so much for being leaders and for teaching me the beauty of pop.
I'd like to thank Madonna for her great music, her great style, and for inspiring all of us. And whatever she does, everyone else follows.
Any other highlights you're really looking forward to in this show?
Of course, Madonna, she has the best performances just about every year. I want to see what she's going to do.
It was a trippy experience. She had this 2 notebooks full of material that she had written down, just ideas, and so I was like, give it to me. You know, and so she handed it over, and I started sort of taking certain phrases that, because she's actually, she just writes really good poetry, and so I started taking little phrases that I really liked. Like there's a song called "Devil Wouldn't Recognize You" on the record, and it was a line that she had written in a poem, and I was like, wow, that's a really cool, catchy phrase. How can we turn that into, how can we turn that into a song? And she's a very visual writer as well, so immediately she saw a video in her mind and a concept, so she really loved that idea. So then it was about, how do we write a song about what if the world was ending in the next 4 minutes, and this was the last song that was played at the end of the world, and what's going to happen, or let's let it all go.
Backstage, just hanging out with Madonna, just no big deal.
Oh, what do you love about Madonna? She is just hands down one of my favorites.
It's crazy. She just has such a presence about it. It's hands down one of my favorites too. I mean, my mom used to play her all the time, and I just grew to love her. At a really, really young age. So yeah, it was pretty amazing to see her today.
There was some other people who influenced your career. Why? Yeah, Elvis, Madonna, Prince.
Music of the 80s. I mean, it was some of the best music ever. Legendary. I mean, just strong, energetic. I mean, I got to start, because I always got to start with the women. Madonna, Papa Don't Preach, and I mean, just everything that this woman did. Borderline. Wow, we bought that record too. We had that single.
I always get inspired by Madonna because we came up at the same time. I think she's pretty awesome. Andy.
She is the trend, and the trend is not her. She can change the trend whenever she wishes. She constantly pushes the envelope. She's always ahead of her time.
I just think Madonna is so innovative, very creative, and always looking to the next thing. And I think that's probably why I admire her so much. I think she's very inspirational.
She's pushing her 50s and looks great, sounds great, and I think that she's still pushing the boundaries, and I respect that she's still able to be herself.
Every pop girl that you see that is doing something different, and you're like, that's kind of different. That reminds me of Madonna. You know what I mean? She's the top of the line queen when it comes to the reinvention.
The video that I think is really, really cool is Madonna hung up. Every time she comes out with a song, it's always an event, and it's always cooler than everybody else that's out at that time.
It's got me saying, hey, 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 like the girls on wild, the girls on wild.
Let's talk about Madonna. Causing a big buzz, your collaboration with her, what was that like?
It was awesome. I think she paved the road for women that want to be young and free and be comfortable with sexuality, and she's a lot of the reason why we're able to do that.
Me encanta Madonna. Me parece asombrosa. Creo que he comprado todos los discos que ha sacado.
Oh, I've been starstruck a lot. Are you kidding me? You know, meeting Madonna, I mean, people like this, it's just unbelievable.
Well, it's almost Madonna-esque, isn't it? Just the dark eyes and the blonde hair pulled back.
I hope so, yeah.
I'm familiar with Madonna, I'm sure.
She's
a smart woman and she's beautiful.
I have to thank the Queen, Madonna, for giving me this amazing opportunity. I love her so much, and she's fierce, and she didn't have to do this for me in MIA.
but we love you. Thank you so much.
So do the Madonna, hey, do it the Madonna way. We get into the groove, keep it pumping, hey.